Today we welcome Ryk Neethling to the Fin24 team, and we are very happy to have you here, Ryk.
No, thank you very much. It's nice to be in the studio for something other than sport.
Oh, that's true, hey? Ryk, very many people think of you as Ryk Neethling, the sporting legend. But you're also much more than that. You're a prominent businessman, you're a property developer. Tell us a little bit more about the role you have played in the Val de Vie estate in the Franschhoek Paarl region.
Yes, I think many people think that I'm just a brand ambassador and that I show up there for a couple of events.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there is nothing wrong with it, but it's much more than that. Yes. After I graduated from university in America in 2001, I worked for a commercial real estate developer for 3 years. So that's where I got my experience, and then obviously in 2004 we won, and I started to swim for the first time in my life as a professional. And then when I came back to South Africa, I was invited to the estate in 2009, and when I got there I just fell in love with it. And then a couple of things happened. I opened a swim school, I built a couple of homes on the estate, I made my own wine, and then I moved down in I think it was 2010. I moved down to the estate, and I must say I'm a very proud shareholder in the estate. We do the development. I'm in charge of all the marketing.
So you're really involved in it. It's not only the face attached to it. You're actually a part of building this.
I'm very involved. I live there. I'm there every single day. If I'm not there, I want to be there. And yeah, it's great for me to really get involved, just more than as a brand ambassador as well.
Now there's obvious beauty, serenity, prime location at that area, but very many estates in the area can sort of lay claim to that. What makes the Valley of Life? What makes Val de Vie so special?
I think obviously there's a lot of passion that goes into it. All the shareholders, they all live there, and they've really invested not just their money, but also their heart and passion into it. So there's a lot of passion there. So
there's a personal connection.
There's a personal connection, and you can feel the passion. You can feel that the landscaping there's a lot of thought that's gone into it. Obviously, for a home buyer, they look at security. That's our first point, is excellent security. We've never had a serious incident, and we really spend a lot of money and effort on ensuring that people are secure. Mm-hmm. I think the difference is from a lot of the other estates is that it's a primary residence estate. So the people live there, they work within the area. It's not
so most people are there full time.
They are there full time, and that's really where that heart comes in. Young families, it's quite a young estate, lots of kids. So in the winter, it's not like a ghost town like some other estates. And particularly, some of the Gulf estates, unfortunately, they only go in the summertime. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really been for us a big success factor. That's, especially with the economic crunch, second home sales.
It's a bustling hub of activity.
Yes,
that's great. Now your former home, the Polar House, which is part of the estate and which was developed by Guardian Property Management.
Yes.
Recently really got into the limelight at the International Award Ceremony in Dubai. What did that mean to you?
Obviously, it's on Val de Vie, so we all know. I think I know what great value it is, but to have this house also, to win an award as the best single unit development in Africa and in Arabia was a very big surprise. You can imagine what beautiful homes there are. Just the
people that were the homes that it was up against.
Yes. No, so it was incredible. They actually didn't give one for Arabia, so we won for Africa and Arabia, and so the criteria is quite strict. And I'm looking forward to go to London to see the best of Europe and the best of Asia and the best of the Americas.
Well done. That's a great achievement. Yeah. How well are sales faring at Val de Vie Estate? Are you selling homes?
We are, look, it's a new estate, so we're selling more land plots than homes at the moment. I think as the estate matures, obviously we'll be selling more homes. But the people like living there, so yes. If they do sell their home, they're usually upgrading to a bigger home. This year so far we've had 120 sales, which is actually quite remarkable, and we're just about to pass the 200 million mark. And if you consider that that's mostly for land sales, yes. It's very good. And we've seen on the developer stands, which we only have about 20 left, we've seen the prices almost double over the last 18 months. So it's a real big upswing for us, and essentially we are out of product. We've got less than 40 plots, including the developer plots and resales left. So we're looking for other opportunities to expand the brand and to keep that momentum going.
So are there any other new developments attached to Val de Vie?
Yes, we are busy with quite a few actually. We've got a hotel site, and we've got a couple of very interested parties that hopefully will get something signed before the end of the year. So we've got plans to build about a 120-room hotel. We're going to build some offices. There's a real need for these people that live on the estate to also have a small office, home office, boutique office. So we're going to build about 20 or 30 of those. And we've acquired quite a bit of land around Val de Vie. The idea is to really make Val de Vie something that is known in the world as a leader. We spend a lot of time in America, also in Europe, to go look at the top estates there, and we feel we've got a product that is going to be really world class for the next couple of years.
It seems like the estate has a very holistic feel about it. It's everything. It's not just I come here to live and I come here to park my car and sleep and I leave again. It seems that you've put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of passion to really make this world class.
Yes, and I think we've also spent a lot of time to listen to what people want.
That's important.
And I think that is exactly what we're busy with now. There's also a very big market for a luxury, like retirement community as well. So
you're thinking of everything.
We're exploring that for the people that are moving down, their parents. So yeah, I mean, we're listening to the market. It's obviously working for us, and I think to be situated in the Western Cape, there's a lot of things going for it. Mm-hmm. We see about 60% of our buyers come from Gauteng, and we don't see that changing anytime soon. So. We are very excited when it comes to residential property.
On a related note, it seems that the Chinese are now very interested in South African wine farms. You were recently involved in a very groundbreaking deal and something on this front. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it was a joint venture between Perfect China and Hein Kuchlenberg of Leopard Sleep and Lamott. They've invested into our wine cellar, into the old manor house, and also into about 23 hectares of vines that we have on the estate. We've got 2 farms in the estate, and I think that's the other thing that the homeowners enjoy is that you only see the security as you come in, but there are farms where people can ride their horses and they can go ride their bikes around, so it doesn't feel like you're in a security estate. But put that aside, I think the Chinese, it's quite well known in the wine industry, the investments that they're making in France, in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. And this sale was the first big one here in South Africa, and I think they are very interested in our heritage, and being Val de Vie with the French heritage, close to Franschhoek, that really appealed to them. Obviously, our infrastructure as well. So we are very excited about it. I think we've had the first group of Chinese visitors come, about 700 of them, and they're going back to China and they're dealing with very wealthy people, and they are the new ambassadors for South Africa. So we see it as a very positive thing, and I think we're very excited about the future there.
So you wouldn't think that South Africans should view this as a huge part of the French Huguenot history in the country and the French Huguenot heritage in the country, sort of changing ownership to the Chinese. We should rather view it as, obviously there's going to be job creation, looking at it in the positive side, there's going to be job creation and cultural exchange. Are those things that you would learn to
Absolutely. Like I said, they love the heritage. That is what their brand is built on. It's called Le Huguenot. So if anything, they're going to protect it. They are interested in building a museum to display the heritage. So for them, there are.
So it's a promotion of this culture too.
Absolutely. It's. I can't really think of any negatives. I think it's great for the area, and if you just look at the reach that it had in the world to promote South African wine and South Africa in general, it was very good for us.
Ryk, thank you for coming. We really wish Val de Vie and all its associated projects everything of the best going forward, and we hope we'll have you back here for another interview soon.
Thank you very much, and it's great, and I'm looking forward to the next time.